Hello there, my name is Daniel Manzano and this is your channel, American English 101. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing good. Today we're having another listening class. How about that? This class is for everyone, of course. However, I feel the need to direct a special message to all the Latino people who live here in the U.S. And you'll see why in a few moments. In the past few years, I have received thousands of messages, emails, comments, and I get this a lot. Listen to this. Hey Daniel, I've been here for 10 years and I'm still having trouble understanding other people. Or Daniel, I've been here for 15 or 17 years and I need help with my pronunciation. I need to be more fluent and I'm still having trouble learning English. Things like that. So these people need help. I hear you and I feel your pain because I've been there. But this is the one thing I want all of you to pay attention to, and it's the length of time. People that have been here for 10 years, 15 years. Now, let's analyze the situation. Some of these individuals have been in the U.S. anywhere between, like I said, 5, 10, 20 years or more. And we wonder, how is this possible? If you are listening to this class and live in a different country, a country where English is not your native language, you are probably asking yourself, how can this be, right? How can you live in the U.S. for so many years and not speak English? Well, let's not be so quick to judge because there's different reasons. Time could be one of them. For the most part, and this is not always, but a lot of times, people will start as soon as they get here. They start working, sometimes long hours, and that will leave very little time to do anything else, right? It'll leave very little time to study. What else? Fear of rejection, fear of being rejected. What if I say it wrong? Fear of being embarrassed. What if they make fun of me? So there's different reasons. Now, after a few years living in the States, I will assume, if you're listening right now, I will assume you have reached a certain level of understanding. It's true, maybe you can't speak a lot, but you can understand more than what you can actually say. In other words, if you can comprehend a lot, I hope that you can get the message I'm about to tell you. So, yes, it is true that learning another language can be quite challenging. And yes, it is also true that we work too many hours, and that leaves very little time to study. It can be hard, challenging, even embarrassing to try. I know. We can go on and on to make a list of all the reasons why, after all these years living in the U.S., you are still unable to speak English. Now, I have some questions for you. What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? How long is too long? How many more years are you willing to wait or waste? What are you willing to do to change things? And are you going to let another year or 5 years go by? Or are you going to wait for something magical to happen? I'm not being sarcastic. I'm just asking. Listen, I'm not here to judge you. I'm just a friend. I just want to help. But I want you to open your eyes. Several people have said to me, Daniel, I've tried everything and I can't. It's impossible. I give up. And do you know what I've said to them? I stopped them right there and I said, don't say that. Stop saying I can't. Stop saying it's not possible. And don't say I give up. You know why? Because that's an easy way out. And another thing, the more you say this, If you keep saying, oh, I can't, it's too hard, it's too difficult, it's impossible, I tried everything. The more you say this, the more you believe it. That's right. If you keep saying that, you're going to start to believe it yourself. I've uploaded a video a few months ago, and the title is How to Learn English 10 Times Faster. And in this video, I talked about an old man that once told me that I could never reach my goal. He straight out told me, it doesn't matter what you do or how hard you try. There is only so much you can learn, he said. He also said, you will never learn to speak English well enough because you're too old. That's what he said, you're too old. I was 22 or 23 at the time. Thank God I didn't listen to that grumpy old guy. On the other hand, what if I would have listened and believed in what he had told me? Where would I be now? I am pretty sure not teaching English as a second language on YouTube, that's for sure. So what can we learn from people like that? Believe it or not, we can learn a lot. What can we learn from this old man? Don't let anyone rob you of your dreams. Maybe he tried and failed. Too bad. But not because he gave up trying, that doesn't mean it's not possible, right? So in a nutshell, the only person who needs to believe is you. It's never too late. You can still live your dream. Look inside yourself and think, all of these things, these reasons that I say or that I speak of, are they true or just excuses? Be honest with yourself. Food for thought. If there are people in other countries learning English, why can't Latino people who live here in the U.S. learn? And I am talking people who have no one to talk to or who to practice with. I know. Do you know why? Because I have met them in person, and I was amazed to find out that they have never set foot here in the U.S. Let this marinate. Reflect on this. Think about the things that I just said. Do like Yoda. You know Yoda from Star Wars? Meditate on this, I will. My friend, I don't know who you are or how many years you have been here in the USA, but I'll tell you one thing. It's never too late. You can turn this boat around. There's still time. Believe that you can with all your heart. It is time to make some changes in your life. Just remember this, there are people in other countries killing it, learning English like nobody's business. And you live here in the U.S. There is no reason why you shouldn't. We are completely exposed and surrounded by the language, by the culture, radio, TV, movies, newspapers, magazines. If you want to, if you try, if you can only believe in yourself, you could learn so much. Here's one more thing I want you to think about. We have teachers everywhere. Those guys, those girls, the people that you work with, those guys and the ladies and the girls you work with, your boss, neighbors, people at the bank, at the gas station, at the grocery store. I can keep going. I can go on and on. I can do this all night. Bottom line is, stop making excuses and do something. And this goes for everyone, not just for the ones that have been here for 15 or 20 years. It goes for everyone. Stop making excuses and do something. Find the time. The reality is, I can preach to you all day, but only you can make it happen. My name is Daniel Manzano from American English 101, and this was your listening class. God bless you, and thank you for listening.